How scary can paranormal encounters get? Well, let's find out. As we have a look at 30 strange and paranormal events captured on video. Number 1. Ghost on the job. Now, if you're one of those people who think that ghosts or paranormal activities are mere fiction, the footage you're about to see may have you changing your mind. Switching from one camera to another, the CCTV footage shows a workplace being haunted by what many believe to be an angry ghost. The unseen visitor began its drama by moving the chairs around the room in a creepy way, and to make it even scarier, everything seems to develop a mind of its own. The computers coming on and off at the same time, the doors malfunctioning, the shelves opening at their own free will, and files flying all around the room. There's no doubt you can tell that the event was far from a mere coincidence. Number 2. A little specter. In an empty house, a CCTV camera captures another mind-boggling event that's hard to debunk. It looks like the ghost of a child. While the owners of the house were away, the little child probably decided to have some fun while there was time, and it was captured running up the stairs as fast as it could. Further news revealed that the owners of the house had reported certain paranormal experiences before the event, and the footage was the evidence they needed to prove that the house was really haunted. Number 3. Run. Similar to the previous clip, this footage shows a figure that looks like a little ghost captured in a basement parking lot. The paranormal creature is seen running off very fast, as though it was trying to avoid being caught. And in the twinkling of an eye, the figure vanished into thin air, proving that it was indeed something out of the ordinary. Number 4. Tile cracker. Paranormal events happen in a lot of ways, and some are even hard to explain if they weren't captured as we see in this clip. How do you even explain that your house was invaded by an invisible ghost and all it did was crack your tiles? Perhaps some people would have an explanation for whatever it was that happened here. It can be argued that it's nothing out of this world. But not until you step out for a while and come back to see your house like this. Then you can decide whether it's normal or not. Number 5. Live streamed. Ghosts are said to lurk in the dark and creep in and out of places, sometimes unnoticed. But now that the eyes of cameras see everything that we do in this world, you get to see these creatures in the weirdest of scenarios. And this one is during a sports live stream. In this clip, a guy and his friends are on a live stream when a dark figure that looked like a ghost suddenly moved in behind them. Filled with awe or a feeling of a presence, the guy suddenly looked behind him, and to his surprise, he wasn't dreaming. One of them on the live stream had noticed the figure as well. To be double sure, they played back the clip, and to their greatest shock and amazement, the ghost had been captured on video. Number 6. Caught in the woods. For the family in this clip, their evening time out to get some fresh air in the garden had metamorphosized into a rather shocking experience. As we see in this clip, they seem to have noticed something creepy going on in the bush around them, and captured on camera, it was a ghost-like figure who was sneaking around. Number 7. Old house, old lady. Not everyone would stop by to take a tour of an old and abandoned house, but this guy was curious and bold enough to try it out. He walked into the abandoned building that looked so much like a haunted house, he didn't hesitate to turn on his camera as though he knew there was something worth seeing. A few moments into the adventure, he then begins to feel as though he wasn't alone there and turned to leave, but unbeknownst to him, his camera had captured what looked like the ghost of an old lady walking down the stairs. Number 8. A little angry. Another ghost was captured in this CCTV footage, and it seemed just a little bit angry. You could tell from the way that the door was slammed. Though nobody seemed to have entered through the door, the loud bang was followed with a short silence, and when you would think that nothing could possibly go wrong, the ghost began a tussle with the shelf. One of the drawers opened and papers came flying out as though they had wings. As if this wasn't enough, the invisible ghost then crowned it off by aggressively kicking the roadblock out of its way as it probably walked out. Number 9. Hotel guest. If humans can lodge up in hotels, then why can't ghosts do the same? But thinking about it, ghosts don't even have to make reservations or pay for their hotel room. They can simply stroll in, find a comfortable place, and feel at home, just like in this clip. Hotel security received a report of noises coming from a particular room, and according to them, that room had not been occupied by any guests, or at least any that they knew of. They then decided to check, and indeed there was noise coming from the room. However, when security entered, they found no one, but attested that the room was in shambles. In fact, even the water had been left running. Number 10. Worst nightmare. Imagine you're comfortable sleeping in your home, and an invisible hand begins pulling you off to heaven knows where. It must be really shocking. As we see in this clip, a guy was having a good sleep when he suddenly was dragged off the bed by an invisible ghost. At first, he must have thought that he was dreaming, but when he found out that he was far away from dreamland, he then let out a scream for help. Yes, it's hard to believe that such things actually happen, but this clip also shows two scenarios where different people had this paranormal experience. Do you think it's an alien encounter, as some are quick to say? Let me know in the comments below. Number 11. Is that a girl? In another hotel scenario, a guest was taking a video of a corner of the room when she noticed a figure that looked a lot like a little girl who suddenly appeared. The video showed the ghost-like figure appeared and vanished almost immediately, so it's hard to say whether or not it was a ghost, but whatever it was obviously scary. Number 12. Disco lights. Taking a small break from ghost talk, this clip shows a different kind of paranormal event. In the strange video, we see something that looks like disco lights flashing and changing colors in the cloud. While this seems like a beautiful sight to behold, we can't help but wonder what could have given rise to such an event. Whether it's Mother Nature flaunting her powers or aliens throwing a party, the paranormal experience is definitely one of a kind, and it surely sparks curiosity. Number 13. Watch your back. This clip would pass as one of the scariest paranormal events. I mean, isn't it disturbing that a ghost can be as close to you as your hair is to your scalp and you have no idea? The guy in this clip was busy with his car trunk, but something entirely spooky was going on in the woods beside him. A ghost-like figure was walking out of the woods with the distinct poise of a real man before vanishing into thin air. Number 14. A creepy guest. In this clip, we see two dogs in a living room, and everything is smooth until they both jerk out of their seats at the same time, making it obvious that they've both seen or sensed something scary. At that moment, the door opened on its own, and though no one had entered, you could tell that it was a ghost and an unwelcome guest. Number 15. Making a mess. If there's one thing that ghosts have been known for, it's making a mess. When these unwanted beings go to a place, they leave their messy footprint, turning things upside down and leaving the whole place as messed up as possible. Such a scenario was captured in this clip, where the invisible ghost tears the place apart, throwing around everything that it can find. Number 16. Night shopper. We see paranormal events almost everywhere. We've seen ghosts in the woods and on the streets, in houses and hotel rooms. However, they're not restricted to those places. These paranormal beings find their way to shopping malls as well, just as the clip suggests. We see an empty trolley being pushed by something unseen, something that is unarguably a ghost that came shopping, if that is a thing. Number 17. Scores to settle. This lady sits peacefully in the hall, unaware of what's about to hit her next. While she was still sitting there, a chair in front of her suddenly moves, making her jump off her chair in shock. But that was not the end. It looked like the ghost had some scores to settle with her, and it wasn't done yet. So when it looked like she had gained a little bit of composure, the invisible ghost then sprung into action again, turning the tables over aggressively. This time, the lady could not hold her shock, and she eventually passed out. Number 18. Who's in the garden? This footage shows a garden with someone standing afar off. Of course, the figure looked like a real human, and then it began to move. Surprises set in when the figure suddenly vanished after moving for a while. Number 19. Alien or ghost? This paranormal creature captured on the camera sparks curiosity. From afar, it seems like a ghost just sneaking through the bush as we've seen them do. However, a closer look shows some distinct features that might debunk the thought that it's a ghost. The head and body shape looks like that of an alien, the ones that have been described in fiction, and since it didn't vanish as the camera had zoomed, it's most likely not a ghost. And so the clip could be proof that aliens are not only products of the imagination, they're also paranormal beings that actually exist. Number 20. Giant Spider. Since we've established that aliens exist, then the so-called mutated creatures that are mostly portrayed in science fiction are also more than mere fragments of the imagination. Some of them also exist in reality, even if we don't get to see them often. Just as we see in this clip, a giant spider was captured in a basement, and it gives a mixed feeling of both terror and a thrill. Number 21. Frog Jump. This strange footage has caused a lot of buzz as it captured some mind-boggling paranormal creatures. The four of them squatted on the fence, and they look like humans. However, the notion changed when they jumped over the fence and continued hopping like frogs. Could they be aliens as well? Or maybe we should refer to them as skinwalkers. Number 22. Ghost Lurking. Imagine that you're taking a walk at night and you suddenly run into a spooky creature like this in your backyard. You would probably take to your heels like the person in this video. I mean, how else would you react to a weird-looking creature like that? Number 23. Skinwalker. Talking of weird-looking creatures, this video also shows a strange animal that has several features, making it hard to tell exactly what it is. From afar, it looked like a man or an ape walking on all fours, but a closer look shows that it's not any of those things. Perhaps it's best to conclude that it is also a skinwalker. Number 24. A ghost in the snow. This doorbell camera captures yet another unbelievable paranormal event. In the video, we see a ghost-like figure appear in the snow. The figure moves for a while and then vanishes before the camera. Number 25. Dark Phantom. It's a known fact that some very old houses are usually haunted by ghosts, especially when a few deaths have happened in the house. And according to reports, the old house was captured in this clip was raised by a fire a long time ago. As the camera approached the wardrobe, a dark ghost-like figure walks out towards the door, proving the fact about old haunted houses. Number 26. Passerby. In another scary yet thrilling event, this doorbell camera captures a ghost walking by the house at night. The phantom seems to be doing its thing, moving peacefully, until it walks out of sight. Number 27. Flip the Switch. While many people still believe that ghost stories are made up, some paranormal events are just too hard to ignore. As we see in this clip, there was a movement that triggered the light to come on, and this movement looks like that of a ball of light. Could it have been a ghost? Number 28. What was that? This footage is also one of those strange occurrences that raises the eyebrows and sparks curiosity. The owner of the house moved out for a while because of strange occurrences and paranormal events, but just when he came back to get a few things from the house, he was welcomed by another bizarre encounter. Number 29. Shadow in the dark. Just like we've seen ghosts lurking around and sneaking about here and there, this doorbell footage captured a dark shadow that is most likely a ghost sneaking into a dark building. The strange thing about this shadow is that it looked like a real human from afar, but it soon vanished like a ghost would. Number 30. Mini Ghost. This footage shows a small white figure that looks like a ghost creeping around on the ground. This miniature ghost would raise a lot of questions, and you surely have to wonder whether or not it's a ghost or maybe something else. In all skepticism and questions, it can't be ruled out that it is a mini ghost, or whatever you may call it, and it's far from normal. That's all for this look at creepy, strange, and paranormal events that were caught on camera. Which one of these scared you the most, and what do you think about them? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. You should also subscribe to this channel so that you never miss another video like this one again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.